Welcome to In the Kitchen with Dinah. Today, we're making Mediterranean chickpea salad.
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Gonna taste good, I know.
If your weather has been anything like it has been here in the triple digits, you're probably wanting something on the lighter fare that tastes amazingly delicious. This salad is it. I packed it in my lunch for a couple days. We had some Greek chicken with it, and it is fantastic. So I thought I'd share it with you today. It goes together really quick, and it is so delicious. So let's get started. We need some red onion. So probably like a half a cup. If you don't like onions so much, you can put less in. I'm gonna take that off, it's a little tough. So sometimes red onion is really strong and you eat it and then you enjoy it the rest of the day. I'm gonna show you a trick today to take that bite out. You're still gonna get the flavor, but it's not gonna be with you the rest of the day. And that is, we're gonna soak it in some ice cold water. So I've got a bowl of ice from the fridge and some icy cold water. So we're just gonna dice it up real nice. We're gonna stick it in there and soak it while we make the rest of our salad. All right, so we're just gonna dunk it in there. This also too works if you like having red onion on your hamburgers during the summer. You can just soak the slices in some ice water for a few minutes, and it really does take that nasty onion bite out. All right, so grab yourself just a nice sized bowl here, and I have a 15-ounce can of chickpeas or garbanzo beans, and you want to rinse them off really well and drain them. We're gonna add those to the bowl. These are full of fiber and protein, so that's good. You know what? My tomatoes are here. We might as well cut them. We need a pint of tomatoes, and these are on the bigger side, so I'm going to cut them so that when I eat it with my fork, they're all, can fit on your utensil well. And they're about the same size as the chickpeas. And if you've got any of these veggies hanging out in your garden, go get them. If you've got tomatoes and cucumbers, this is the perfect salad for those. Clean up on aisle 2. All right. Next, we're going to cut up some cucumber. You can use a cucumber from your garden. This is an English cucumber. If you want to peel it, go ahead. I like to leave the skin on it. Gotta cut it in half, and then I'm gonna cut it in like strips so they're about quarters. How do you know what I'm cutting, Denver? You're such a smart boy. You're lucky you might find one on the ground, pup. If he sits down, I'll give him a snack.
Can you hear that? Sit down.
Sit down.
Sit down, Mom. I'll give you a snack. Sit down. Sit down.
Sit down.
Sito.
Sito. You ready?
Yeah. Good boy.
I'm going to do a little more cucumber. This was a huge one. I do want a little more in there. All right, that is looking real good. Now we are going to use some kalamata olives. You can use as many or as little as you like. I'm going to take these over to the sink and drain them out a little bit and rinse them just to get some of the pungency off them, but I'll be right back. Wow, murder scene in the sink. Okay, go to your spot because you don't want these.
No, you don't want to.
No. All right, I probably won't use all of these. These are so powerful, but I like the flavor a lot. So I'm just gonna chop them up real fine. If you don't like kalamata, you can just use black olives. If you don't like olives at all, I'm sorry, you should try it. You might like it. But it does really add some great flavor. And they're quite good for you. All right. In go the olives. I'm gonna give this a stir and we'll see what it looks like. As far as the olives go, that's how many I like. I like them in there, but I don't like them overpowered. So now that we've had our onions soaking, use the strainer. We're gonna strain all the ice and get the onions ready to go in. All right, so I got the ice cubes picked out of that super icy cold water, and then I just drained them good, and in the pot they go. Give that a good stir. It's such a beautiful, colorful salad. Yum. All right, I like what I'm seeing here. If you like more of one thing, go ahead and add that. You have the freedom on this salad to do so. Now we're gonna add some feta. You want at least a 1/4 cup. If you want to use the whole chunked feta, go ahead. I like mine broke up pretty fine. So if you have big chunks like this, I just break it up with my hand. It's so chunky. Let's see what that looks like. You can always add, remember, but you put too much in, you can't get it out very easy. Okay, that looks great. All right, I'm gonna get this area cleaned up and then we're gonna get our quick dressing made. All right, we are ready to make our delicious, it's kind of a Greek dressing that goes on this. You can serve it with my Greek chicken and I'll leave that marinade up in the or the description. The link will be right up here as well. All right, really easy. We've got some olive oil. I am using extra olive oil, the whole good stuff. We need 3 tablespoons. And I'm just gonna use just a cute little mason jar and we're just gonna shake it up and drizzle it on. If you wanna make a double batch of this, feel free. It really doesn't soak up the dressing as much as I thought it would. And if you just like stir it up again, it is delicious. So we've got 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. Give it some pop. That goes in, and we got some lemon juice. You can use fresh squeezed, but I always have this in my fridge. So we need 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Put that in there. All right, we need 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Squirt some of that in. I'm gonna put some just granulated garlic in. I feel like it just mixes in so much better than using fresh garlic. Throw in about 3/4 of a teaspoon. And then we have a 1/2 teaspoon oregano and a 1/2 teaspoon of ground thyme. I probably won't add that much ground thyme. I'm gonna say a 1/4 teaspoon. Let's see if I can, I'm just gonna eyeball it because it's easier. And then just some salt and pepper. I'm also gonna add a couple teaspoons of sugar. If you wanna use honey, you can. About an 1/8 teaspoon of pepper and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, or salt and pepper to taste. I think I'm getting more on my counter than in the...
You have to go low, huh?
Low and try to keep, it's Olympic sport here. It's on such a fine grind. I'm gonna be here till the cows come home. All right, then I just take my mason jar and I just shake it. One thing you want to remember when making this salad, you want it to chill for about an hour before you serve it. Okay, we're just gonna just pour all this delicious on it. Give it a good stir and you're good to go. So this salad, when I was taking it in my lunch with me to work, I actually put it in a container, like in a, well, let me show you, since I have it, kind of like this. And I put some salad in there and I put my chicken in there and then I actually put some cut up romaine in there. And then when I got to work, I have a great big huge bowl there. So I had cooked chicken and some romaine in there. It was delicious. I also think if you wanted to add some bow tie pasta to this to make it, you know, even heartier, you could add romaine and pasta with the chickpeas. I think that would be delicious, but it was super wonderful with my marinated Greek chicken that I had used because we just grilled it on the barbecue because like I said, we've had triple digits here in the Pacific Northwest. So it's been really hot and this salad has just been so refreshing and so delicious to eat on the side. So I'm just gonna taste it right out of the bowl. I'm gonna get a money bite, which is, if you're not familiar with that, which is a piece of everything. So refreshing. So healthy, so good for you. It's gonna be better even when it's cold. Those flavors have married a little bit in the fridge when you stick it in there for an hour. Thank you again for joining me in my kitchen as I showed you how to make this delicious Mediterranean chickpea salad. It is so, so delicious. I hope you guys make it. If you got hot weather or cold weather, it's so delicious to eat with the grilled chicken or whatever you're serving on the barbecue. Thanks again for joining me. Thanks for subscribing. And you guys, I hope to see you on the next episode. All the lights are on, okay? Shoot, it's a garbage.
Oh my goodness.
I can't think of anything today. This is gonna be real interesting.
Brain is rebooting. Hold please.
Brain needs rebooted. Possibilities are endless.
Possibilities.
That's exactly how I feel, Denver.
Yeah, he's being good. He's sitting right in his spot. Super clean.
Mise en place, mise en place. Thank you so much for joining me. Wow.
Gonna taste good, I know.